All right, so this is the video where we're gonna get a little crazy. So, um, since Thanksgiving, suddenly tarot started to hit my YouTube like all over the place. Never was into it. Never was interested. I thought it was Satan's card game, right? You know, that's what you're taught. Now I realize what a real medium is, and it's not what you think. Um, I understand what being psychic is. I still don't feel like I have control of it, but when I need it, it's there. Discernment, off the hook. Um, I told you about the gypsy and other videos, but that was about the roughest mind twister I went through because she pulled out stuff from my past that nobody would know unless you're either in contact with my mother or you've been watching me my entire fucking life. So, I'm not embarrassed. I don't care. You got nothing on me. I'm an open book. But I'm going to start talking about what I've been through. So, when I research things, when I do things, it's nonstop, 24/7. So, I went into tarot hard, right? A couple times I even went, you better pull back because you're starting to, just accept everything it felt like. But no, here's the case. Nearly every reader I run across, you're talking about me. You're talking about very specific things that I'm going through, very specific things that I then jump to like within a day. You're reading the things that I do, the things that I pray about, the things that I give up, like the next day, all the time. I did one ritual in my life, and I don't plan on doing another one because I just don't feel right about it. But all it involved was one candle, a pineapple, and a knife. I cut myself when I was putting on a sheath, so then I was like, well, let's go ahead and just do what they do, but with a righteous cause. I still don't know if I fucked up. I still don't know if I did something bad, but what my intention was just to cut the ties that evil has on me and in this world, my bloodline, anybody else's. I don't know if it worked. It when I performed it, so I went up. I burnt a couple pictures that still connected me to past memories. Not out of hate or spite, but out of love because I needed to free up things inside myself so other things can come in. But when I made it to the point where I did my little song and dance, which all I did was sing along to a very powerful song that just came into my life, suddenly, you know, alarm goes off on my phone, canceled that, kept singing. A plane flies overhead that there's never planes at this park. You know what I mean? This was jet, came in loud right at the last verse. So I sung it harder and louder and, whatever. Fuck you guys. So again, I don't know if it did anything. I hope it did, and I hope it was good. Um, but then the next day, then the gypsies come in, then people come in, and it's always kind of like this. As soon as you get in a place of peace, something wants to come in and fuck it up. Um, and it's been pretty hard. It's pretty hard to balance all this by myself. With nobody to talk to, nobody to understand except for what I'm allowed to understand, what I'm intuitively moved to do. Which, I've started trying to write a book, but I don't think it's going to take, you know, what I consider a book, a bunch of pages. I don't think it needs to be that big. Matter of fact, I'm probably just going to turn it into a series of videos. Although I don't even know if I should do that, because I get told to be quiet, don't share yourself. And then the next reader I get tells me, man, you're one of a kind. So I'm just sick of second guessing myself. I'm sick of all this, so I'm just gonna put it out here and tell you the truth about what I'm going through and let you guys decide. Um, when I was spiritually attacked, my life was on the line. I made that video not going to go back into that. Well, why not? So, I'm just going to go right to the moment of the crazy stuff, and that was where I was laying down on the couch, and, not the whole leading up to it, but when I was on the couch, I literally felt all the darkness of the world coming to extinguish me, my life force. I don't know who's involved. Don't care. I got a pretty good idea since suddenly it doesn't feel like there's anybody in my life that doesn't know what's going on. Just me. But anyway, like I said, it was a serious battle. My entire body started shaking. All I could do was lay there with my hands on my chest, and I could feel, the first three chakras building up, and this was me fighting back, and then pushed down by the darkness, and then I made it to my heart, and then it was up down up down up down, and I could feel it. I could feel myself going. So all I could think about was get one tear out, just one tear, and it wasn't even a full tear. It was just a little bit. The corner of my eye got wet, and it was off, gone, just like that. I mean, the noise and everything inside, and a period of time passed, some other shit happened, but I just listened to a man talk about knowing that you turned into the Grail, and that is exactly what happened. I stood up in victory, threw my hands up, and it was just nothing but golden light. I shut my eyes. I didn't see anything. I shut my eyes, and it's not black. It was gold. And it just rushed through me into the earth and out into wherever it goes. I don't know. Like I said, it's just me, Trevor, here, telling you what's happening to him. So after this, all the tears came and everything like that, and then life's never been the same since. I've started to understand that I've always had what you're going to call psychic abilities, intuition. That has always been there for me. So, like, it's not even like I feel like I know what to do to control it. I kind of don't even want to, because I don't know. I don't know. It's a question of, can I really control what's in me? And I've reached out to try to ask people about this, talk to people, but again, like my last, I think, 2 videos ago that I made, it's just I'm met with a monetary commitment first, which I disagree with. Where's the love in that? I shouldn't have to open up to you with a meaningless piece of paper in order for you to connect to me and want to talk to me and want to get to know me. Especially when I'm out there screaming about the same stuff I'm putting out here on videos. So I'm just going to skip it. I'm going to start doing this. If you like it, like it. If not, who cares? I don't care. This is what's happening to me. So this is what I'm going to talk about. So I went through man, I can't even remember the situation, because when they happen, energetic fucks come in there and they try to wipe your memory. Not only that, like I do overload myself. It feels all right. It feels like I can handle it, right? Do I spend enough time in play? Absolutely not. Do I have anybody else around me to go into play mode with? Absolutely not. Do I want to go out and associate myself in the world that I know it to be right now? No, I don't. No, I don't. Not after everything around me that's tried to keep me in the box that they wanted me to fucking be in my entire life. No, I don't want to expose myself to that. So I'm kind of stuck in this scenario where all I get is to go out in nature, listen to music, which Deca 1, you talking to me, like just about everything that comes across my music feed. I got Spotify. I'm trying to think about sharing it. I don't know. But every song is a part of me. And the last 14 that I decided to save, I I don't even know how to explain it. In moments, it it's speaking to me. It's telling me everything I'm doing. It tells me what to do. It tells me what's going on. It tells me who I am. Man, and I don't even know like if these. I know you're an artist who created your own creation, but it's like, like, did you know me when you made the song? Like, I mean, it sounds asinine to say this stuff. It sounds crazy. I know what it sounds like. I'm not nuts. I actually quit smoking weed a couple days ago. Threw all the shit in the ditch. And I don't even, I'm good with it. I revere it. I have reverence for it, and I think if I hadn't have been a stoner for most of my life, I'd have been into other stuff, which did get presented to me, and I did take on, and I did do for a while. Um, but I understand I don't need it. Matter of fact, I had certain points with hallucinogens, DMT, mushrooms, what have you, where it was like an absolute gift, and then it turns into a holy fuck, what did I do wrong here? And then, oh my God, everything turns into the devil and God, and I'm in judgment mode. So it just got scary, and I didn't want nothing to do with it anymore. But I'm thankful for the experiences because now I can relate to the things I'm going through right now in an understandable way. Um, Again, if you've never experienced this stuff, I'm not encouraging you to do so by any means. I don't think you need to, but it's medicine. It's natural medicine, and just like anything, you can overdo it. So I'm gonna just leave the drug shit there. Um, I've been relatively clean, just smoking weed for last couple years. I mean, I've the other stuff, playing around with that, it's garbage. You just feel dirty. I mean, that's how I felt about it. I mean, every time uppers or anxiety through the roof. So like, anyway, I distance myself from that. It's not part of my life. If you're trying to make it sound like I am this way, I'm telling you right now to go fuck yourself. You're wrong. And now I'm gonna actually take a 100% clean approach to what's going on here. But for the last few months, I don't even get high anymore. It's more like I smoke it and then I get a download. Whatever people talk about downloads, it's just like a whole bunch of information comes in your brain, and then your brain goes, move on that, do that intuitively. Oh yeah, yeah. Someday I might get a haircut. I don't fucking care. Um, but so what else happened? I was laying on the couch, again listening to a reading, and then you get this rush of emotions constantly. It's emotions that are all a peaceful laughter that turns into just an obscene amount of crying, and then at the same time I'm listening to somebody read about some armor of God and shit, and suddenly like it felt like I was on fire, and I could feel a breastplate, the shoulder, whatever, a mantle placed upon me. Um, I don't know if you're into palm reading, anything like that. Here, I'll give you that. That clear enough? Go ahead, take a look. I don't know what it means, but the shit I get coming across my face is the hand of a healer. Midas touch. Nothing I've had has ever turned to gold, but I mean, if I do it for somebody else, they definitely benefit 100 times more than I do. Um, I've known that a lot of places I go, just show up at and leave, has an impact on people. I've been told this. Didn't really, I didn't, at the time I wasn't in this place, so I didn't accept it. I just thought, oh, hey, all right, I'm glad I could help you, And I've always been that way. All I ever want to do is help. That's why, the system we live in it's completely foreign to me and ass backwards. I don't understand why I've always felt like I'm the only one who goes, why do you people want to accept this life that's forced on you? It's never been like this. About couple thousand years. Um, you know, instituted by the church. You know what I mean? All religions went across this world, raped it, killed everybody that thought differently. You know what I mean? And then placed labels on shit. And then when people smarten up every couple hundred years, they go ahead, about 150 years, they go ahead, destroy everything, burn all the books, dumb down the world population, and then they do it again. Like this is actually readable history. Just go and do it. You know what I mean? It's not conspiracies. It's out there. I mean, nearly every story that you've ever been told, you can go find 4 different versions that'll make a lot more sense to you in your heart, not your brain, in your heart, because your heart remembers where you're from. It's energy. Your heart is your fucking brain. This thing's the computer. Even your anatomy, they fucking lie to you about. They don't tell you the truth, man. They don't tell you the truth. You're an antenna. You're an antenna. You receive, you channel. You know, you. Man. I got to try to keep myself on track because I go off in a tangent and I can only give you half of what I actually know because the rest just doesn't pop up. I mean, that's kind of how it is up here. It's like a Rolodex of shit I didn't even know I know. And I don't know how I know. It just comes. So, this reading I got tonight, oh yeah, I'm an earth angel. Um, I cry at the shit that people do to this planet, always have. It's the worst transgression you can do. I don't care what you do to another meat suit. I mean, besides controlling them, manipulating their fucking minds. Yeah. I mean, what we do to this earth without even a second thought is truly criminal. I starseed, sure. Sure, I do believe either I was sent down here or you fucks pulled me down here. And the only time, from my understanding, the only time someone like me comes down here is when, it's so bad that nobody is doing anything right. That is a big statement to make. And I don't want to ball up everybody, but I kind of have to. So if you're listening to this and you get offended by that, maybe you should think. But if you can accept what I'm saying and know you're not part of it, then you're okay. You know what I mean? You're good. It's not like I'm gonna cause judgment on you or anything. No, I don't do that. I will do that to certain people that deserve it, but I'm more apt to think about it and just give it up. Give it up to the one who sent me here. The ones. I view my creators, again, as a female and male source. And they permeate down through everything. Everything has the duality. You know. Oh, yeah. I had my buttons pushed by a gypsy yesterday about going against the gays. I don't go against the gays. Dude, what I hate is how you got to push everything on everybody else. You got to push your life choice on everybody else. Like, we don't accept it. No, man, the rest of us see that, if there's an island full of gay people, and an island full of straight people, come back 200 years and who's going to still be surviving? It's a natural cycle. So if you want to opt out of it, that's your choice. Go ahead. Find somebody you love. Spend your life living it in love. That's fine. But don't act like the rest of us, have to abide by your choices. Definitely not. And do not push, the transsexual movement or gay movement on a young mind that isn't even mature. Don't be dressing up your boys in fucking dresses when they don't have a choice. And you're telling them, oh, I just want to make sure they have every option available. Dude, you know what else is fucking stupid? How about letting your kids go into school and then instituting a litter box so they can pretend to be a cat? Are you dumb? Are you fucking dumb? Do that shit at home. Do that shit at home. It's okay when they want to play, but then when you bring it into an environment where everybody else gets to see it, and now all the other kids go, well, I want to be cool too. I want to poop in a litter box too. See what you're doing to yourselves generationally, which is how it starts in your institutional systems of education. Look, I passed school by a grade curve. Never did. You know, my homework, if I didn't finish it in class, it wasn't done at home. It went in my locker and I never even turned it in. That's my grades were horrible. It wasn't because I wasn't good. It was because it was fucking pointless. You didn't learn shit. I mean, you learn the basics that your parents should be able to teach you in your formative years. You know what I mean? You don't learn anything else. You go there and all you learn is how to want to be as cool as the next kids whose parents are rich enough to give them everything they want. That's it. Or who's the jock stud, who's the best fucking looking. Fuck looks. Fuck looks. Man, I know you love my heart. I know everybody loves what's in here. That's why you've been trying to take it for so long. So, you know, priorities, perspectives. That was for a certain someone. So, now back to the video I just watched that moved me to come and make this video. I'm afraid I'm not doing enough. I'm afraid that I'm going to let down those things, my ancestors, spirits, deities, demons, darkness, shadow, my God, my creators, and everything else out there that we don't know about. Angels, angles of light that bring you the information. You know, I don't want to let them down at all. Not one bit. You know, like that is the most terrifying thing in my life right now. I don't care if you showed up here with a shotgun. I've already stared down the barrel of guns, man. You know what I mean? It was nothing to say, fuck you, go for it. Mostly because I was in a depressed state. But, not anymore. There's pretty much nothing you could do to me that's going to sway my faith, that's going to make me think that I'm worth any less than I do right now. So, this isn't for me. I did not want to be this. I'm not somebody who puts their face out there and says, hey, listen to what I have to say. It's the most awkward feeling in the world for me. But I got to do it. Because after somebody tries to put out your light, things change. You turn into someone different. And I will not stand for it. So, I do not want to let anybody here down. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I don't want to see anybody left behind if that's what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is whatever I'm here meant to do, I'm ready to do it. I want to do it. I want to be the change I want to see. And I want everybody else to have the courage to step up and do it. You know what I mean? The way we fix this place is just by raising vibration. Everything changes. So if you get out of your low-ass state of living, you know, sex, drugs, poverty mindset, everything sucks, everything's a struggle. It's not. It's designed that way to make you believe it is. So you can leave anytime you want. I did. Just so happened to have enough savings to go find a hotel to be able to stay in for the last few weeks. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know I'm not going to get another fucking job. Hell no. I'm not going to go contribute to poisoning everybody else's lives. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to put a mirror to it. That's what I want to do. So that's what I'm going to do. And I hope that after you call me crazy and, you know, whatever you got to say about me, that you actually think about what I'm saying. Because I'm speaking to your heart. That's who I'm talking to right now. Truth. So, if you're a shitty person and you've done shitty things, if you're part of the systems of control, just come out. Speak on it. Nobody's going to want to hang you up if you're going to be a part of the change. If you've got things to say that will spread light on every fucking dark situation that exists, do it because it'll be appreciated by everybody. You know what I mean? So I don't want to let you down. I don't want to take my gifts and just be happy with myself. I don't want to do that. What I would like is to find who I'm supposed to find so that we can come and do what we're supposed to do here. But if, you know, who I'm meant to be with is going to continuously not step up and talk to me the way you should, or you're going to act like I'm some fool that you've got to feel out first, then you're not on my level. We're not vibing on the same page. Because I do feel the pressure. I'm ready to sprint. I'm ready to do whatever I have to do in this world. Whatever I was sent here to do, I'm ready to do it. Do I know? No, I have no fucking clue. I'm hoping these are steps to get there. You know what I mean? Because inspired action leads to shit you have no idea what's coming. Now that I have learned. Oh, yeah. So about that lights video, I went out to a dog park. It was really heavy fog. I think it was like the 27th, 28th of December, something like that. It was warm and stuff. And like this is when I put on my headphones and I had listened to all the songs I had previously saved and listened to, and they just became absolutely different. They're like, you're speaking to me, right? And it was just unbelievably happy. Just running, I wasn't suited up to run or anything, but just going with the urge, and praying my ass off because it feels great, and just giving everything I've been given back and shared out with everybody. And if you are in the tarot community, like the next day after I do these things, you all talk about this influx of energy and stuff like that, these happy emotions. And I love hearing it, but I'm not conceited enough to say that it's just me. Maybe that's my blockage at this point. I don't know. Because it's not like me to talk myself up. Never has been. Which might be why I get to do this. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to be homeless in a month. I don't care. After what's happened to me anyway, the blessings I've received, it's all I'd ever need. You know what I mean? It's if you need confirmation that anything else out in this world exists besides what you can see, I've gotten it. So no longer does the shit that I see feel as real as it seems. Like, I know this blanket right here, I can feel it. It's real, but I don't trust it. Like, in the sense like there's more. There's more to be had, more to be understood, more to be learned, and more to be loved than just what you can touch and feel. And this I know now. And blessings, man. Blessings. If you think monetary blessings are like what you're hoping to receive or ever gonna get, fuck that shit, man. Blessings are so many different things. So many different things, and you have no idea. I don't even know. I don't even know the full extent of all I know is what I've received, and I don't want money. I'll take more of that, more of that, more of that. Wash me with this unreasonably hot, feeling that leads to just obscene laughing and crying about everything. Every memory that flashes through my head, every understanding of who the fuck who I am, who I've always been. It's amazing. I highly recommend it. Best drug ever. How I got there? Man, I just started talking to God. I went inside myself, recognized all the shitty things I had ever done. I sat with it until my skin fucking crawled, and then I fucking forgave myself. And then, then I realized who my shadow was, and that's you with no voice. That's the dark side of you that you pull everywhere and force to do shit that force it to go through the things you choose to do. So when you do bad stuff, he has to, right? And you got to forgive that guy, because most of the shit you made him do, he never wanted to do. Everybody's got to learn a lesson, so you're going to screw up. But to continually, roll that snowball, well, I don't need to go more into what that creates. I think you can figure it out for yourself, but it gets to be a time where you get to the tipping point and you don't feel like there's any going back. There's no light in you. All you know is dark. So you got to sit there and you got to forgive that guy. And when you do that, at least when I did that, it was immediate. Fucking immediate. And you got to mean it. Like, you don't just go, oh, I'm so sorry for the shit I've done. You know what I mean? Please forgive me, Father. No. You got to do it from in here, and then voice it. I think voicing helps. It means more, but you probably don't have to. I don't know. The reason why I don't know is everybody has their own path. You have your own choices to make. You have your own way to do things. You have your own freedom of expression of how you want to create your bond between your creators, whatever you want, man. Whatever you want to have reverence for in this life, you get to do that, as well as fuck everybody else's fun life up, which you shouldn't do. But, that's the world we live in right now. So this is what I want to change. And I hope that anybody out there who has spent the time to listen to this, that you'll want to do the same thing. Because I'm not special. I don't consider myself special. If I have to be special, I fucking will. But I don't consider myself special. I consider everybody else out there special. You're worth it. You're worth love. You're worth saving yourself. And you're worth going out there and making a difference. Does that mean I want you to go call the police and roll on every bad motherfucker you've ever met? No. You know what I mean? Do what you have to do. If you've been wronged like I have, yeah, step up. Don't sit back and take it. That's another problem I got with the church. Your piety has made you a welcome mat. You ask to be broken down all the time. So how do you not expect to get broken down? The universe is going to give you what you ask for, especially if you're vibing in alignment with it. So you need to start looking at your religious practices as not having a fucking clue what they're doing. Because you're still letting a man who has his own understanding stand up there and preach to you what you should understand, when all you need to do is talk to the one who sent you here. Get to know yourself, all the parts of yourself. Get to know the whole realm you live in. When you cut yourself off from learning about the stuff that's darkness, evil, you're putting yourself into a box. Your awareness is for shit. So you've got to go out there. You've got to be afraid. You've got to get curious, and you got to look. Because when you do, you're going to start to have a different understanding of the place you live in. And you hopefully will start to feel like me. Let's change it. So everybody who's made it this far, I'm going to just cut it off, because I can't tell if I just get rambling or if I make any sense to anybody. Just kind of comes out. So I love everybody. Anybody that's listening to this stuff, I'm sorry if it sounds a little depressing here and there. I don't mean it to be. Hopefully, when my path gets a little happier, that I'll have happier videos to put out. But until then, I love everybody. Anybody who's ever done me wrong, I do forgive you 100%. Don't think I don't. Don't think I don't love you. You made me into who I am. I can only be thankful.